Hello everybody and welcome to the final match, overall final bonus match, final everything of this edition of the World Cup 2025. I am joined here today. I am joined here today by IHNN.
Hello.
Hello. And yeah, this is gonna be double spoiler 118 for all scenes, real-time attack, so it's a speedrun. Very, very exciting category. I think it's the first time we see it in TWC like at all, and it's just
Double spoiler appeared in a bingo match, like as a cameo, but this is the first time a photo game has properly been shown. It's really exciting.
It's also been shown on 2022 extra survival match where you had like a lot of extras because TSG kept dying and going to double spoiler.
I did not know this.
With that one Koga assassin. It's very fun. This was my first, the first time I ever saw anything about Touhou on the internet. It was interesting. But yeah, this is the first like big match of double spoiler. Very, very cool game, very cool category. It's not on Locata, we really are gonna see all the scenes, so we can't skip the bad ones. So definitely.
I would say will be unlocked, but only at the very end.
Yes, it's not the goal.
Yeah, and I think we should probably get into the slides.
So yeah, Touhou World Cup 2025. Touhou World Cup is an annual international tournament featuring the Touhou Project shoot 'em ups. Each map features 2 or 3 or 22 contestants, usually competing in the survival or scoring category in Vertical Extra, because those are the bonus matches, and we know we are not doing that. We are doing double spoiler speedrun, but generally it's that. For more details about the tournament, visit the website at touhouworldcup.com. Shout out to Maribel for hosting the website. That should be the link. Yep, that is the link. So yeah, this is double spoiler RTA. So the players have 18 minutes to complete everything from a new save file. There is no reset timer. Like you just start your run and you can't reset no matter what happens. It's just the 18-minute limit is a cap. It probably shouldn't matter. And yeah, time starts on fixing the first scene and ends upon clearing the 108th and final scene. So just do all the scenes. The player with the fastest completions wins. So yeah, so photo game basics, because yeah, this is the photo game. So you can't shoot, the only thing you can do is take a picture of the boss and the pattern. You have to take a certain number of pictures per scene, depending on the scene, to clear the scene. The camera needs to charge before it can take a picture. You can't just spam pictures. And Aya has a way to charge the camera much faster if you move very slowly. And I mean very slowly. You can see the speed. Normal on focus is 5 pixels per frame. When you're charging, it is 0.5 pixels per frame. It is 10 times slower. You are basically not moving. But it does recharge quite faster.
Yeah, there are some tricks to be able to recharge a little faster. The more bullets you have in a photo you take, successful or unsuccessful, the more camera charge comes back in, the less time it takes to get at the next photo. Also, immediately after a photo, you have a brief moment where you can unfocus move wherever you want freely, because the camera does not charge immediately after taking a picture. And then lastly, every time you enter charge speed, there's a small delay before the faster charging kicks in. So switching between charging and focused will completely just destroy the charge rate. So if you're going to charge, you stay charged. So here's a couple of scenes that are really, really major threats throughout the game. There's 108, and I asked the runners what they thought were some of the hardest. Every single one of them named the obvious 9-7, vague recollection of Kinkakuji, but everyone also named 5-5. So the threats can start coming in early. 12-4 is also a pretty common mention, red cloak, blue cloak. It is quite precise to try to deal with that one. There's some other dangers, but We also have some of the favorites mentioned by players. 2 players mentioned Orfish's swimming shot, 10-8. You can do it while staying in charge speed, but I think most runners here are going to do it in focus speed because it's much more consistent. 12-3 also came up. This is a rare scene that requires you to use defensive shots to deal with that storm and let Byakurin kind of clear things out for you. And then EX4 is one of the coolest attacks in the entire series. It intentionally exploits the behavior where a bullet moving so fast it skips over your hitbox does not hit you, and the fact that when you take a photo, the game doesn't freeze, it slows down to 1/4 speed, so those blue bullets can and will hit you if you are in between them. It is such a cool idea. The actual execution on it is not too difficult, but it is just such a cool scene.
We love content tunnelling.
So, KiriCat, unknown PB, they do have a run on speedrun.com, but it's kind of old, and I would assume that they've got a much better time and much more practice. They have SA All Shot LNN FS, which is important to distinguish because it means they're going through Cat's Walk. They played SA Lunatic Survival 3 years running, Marisa C with a 2 miss, 1 miss, and 1 miss. I assume they probably did Cat's Walk every year. Very strong ISC all seen no item time, just over an hour. And they mentioned, when I asked what their favorite scenes were, they mentioned 8-1, 8-3, 8-5, 8-7, and 2 others. That's every single Orin scene. I wonder if they like Orin.
I did agree with one of the speak, but we're gonna get there. So next one is Serus. Most people probably already know Serus, but yeah, Serus, the GOAT. Has a slightly over an hour PB, and has been getting pretty consistently near that PB recently. They have in STV a total score of over 50 million, in double spoiler with Aya total score of 70 million, but like a lot of scoring, like yeah. I can't really bring justice just saying a number, but like it's very good scoring. They have like 2 other world records, I think, in double spoiler too. They got the TD Yomu IHNN fairly recently. Have all the Yudoarg 1.10c LNN's Batisami, and
Hisami no one has.
Yeah. They have an ISC all seen no item 1 hour and 58 minutes, and it was like a 1 run thing. There wasn't like much practice involved. Also, it's not mentioned, but they also played ISC with all things with items, and they got like to 31 minutes, which is.
They're hoping this gets more interest in photo games. Also, here's oogabeck. Oogabeck is kind of the king of double spoiler right now. PB, 55 minutes, 46 seconds for 108 scenes. And this is real time on a slower computer with slower loads, so in-game time, the gap's even bigger. Literally every single speedrun record for this game, unlock Hatate, deathless, 99 scenes, that's the all scenes with Hatate run, like 44:37, kind of destroyed the old time. Every single individual scene record with Aya, every single one, that's crazy. And then, you know, there's 2 other accomplishments here. Multiple PDH phase 4 no focus timeouts, which is kind of crazy, but even more, 2-segment deathless 108 scenes. They got everything from 1-1 through 9-7 without dying, and then everything from 9-8 through spoiler 9 without dying.
Pretty insane stuff. Like
I think oogabeck's best run in terms of a low death count for 108 scene is 4.
Yeah,
so
and with a lot of speed strats too, like
yeah, this is not just doing super safe things everywhere. This is going for strats everywhere.
Yeah, because like of course this game, like it's RTA, you want to not die as much as possible because dying takes a lot of time. But it's not a game where like if you're gonna do all the safe strats, you're not gonna get like a top time.
Yeah,
you need to go for
strats.
You do need to go for strats.
Yeah, you 100% need to. So I think. Do we get to see the players on the title screen yet? Or 30 seconds? No. All right, we've got KiriCat doing some early game practice. oogabeck just kind of ready to go. And Serus practicing 10-8.
Of course.
Not just practicing. I think it's scoring 10-8, actually.
I see an order on screen. I'm happy about seeing an order on screen. Oh, Serus is quitting the game.
Yeah, it has to remove the save file so that it's a fresh file.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, very,
so
very,
this
very
is going to
excited
be
about this match.
very, very fast-paced very soon.
Final run!
Yeah,
It's true, it is
KiriCat's
final run.
off.
Okay, KiriCat is off.
Serus is off.
Okay. One quick thing we didn't mention for double spoiler, contrary to shoot the bullet, is you can rotate the camera, right, to have it in like go closer to the boss, just because like yeah, it's a rectangle, it's angled.
You can also see both Serus and KiriCat kind of dodging inside the ring of bullets here. This just allows you to capture more bullets with that camera and clear the scene faster. Serus already gained almost a second on KiriCat there, by the way.
Yep. And oogabeck has started. So for the timer, you can, because like they started at slightly different times, the relevant time will be like their timer, not which run finishes first. Which shouldn't be too relevant, but it's good to know.
Yeah, we will probably see oogabeck kind of take a scene lead here at some point. It will be interesting to see if and when that happens.
Definitely. But yeah,
a lot of
basically,
a lot of the early game's not too bad.
Yeah, the goal of it for a lot of scenes where there is no like you don't have to be on a cycle or anything, is just gonna be charge as fast as possible, so always extremely slow movement, and capture as much bullet as you can, if you can, to have the camera be charged more.
Sometimes that does mean delaying a photo a little bit from the fastest you can get it, because delaying it a little bit to get more bullets gets you the next photo even faster.
And yeah, I see in the chat there is no reset, that's why it's final run.
If you're gonna die, don't.
But yeah, so far, like beginning scenes, they are mostly not too bad. They are mostly meant to teach you how the game works.
Yep. 1-6, the one that Serus is currently on, can be a bit of a casual problem with this last wave, but it is static. I think it's even completely statically oriented, so you can just easily memorize your way through it. Should be extremely, extremely consistent. Yeah, KiriCat takes the death on the last phase.
Okay.
I think that's the first death we've seen.
And we reached stage 2, yes, stage. We reached the... is it days in this game?
I think it's stage. It's either stage or level.
Okay, well, the second one.
Yeah, you can also see oogabeck just dodging 1-6 very, very close. Because it's static, you don't need to read it, you just kind of do the same thing every time. This Hina scene, however, is obviously quite random.
Yep.
The movement is not, so you can kind of try to get the same cycle every time, which is this ending.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, so here is 2-3 Jealousy Bomber. You can do a couple different things here. You can do the very safe strategy of cancel the hearts and wait every cycle on that. But if you want to go really fast, then what you can do is you can actually take the photo early, dodge the explosion, and then get the last photo even earlier. I don't think we're going to see that because it is kind of risky, but that's the kind of thing that you can potentially do.
Yeah, and also, like, it is very much showing, but yes, you do want to use the camera. The camera is there to take pictures of bosses. But it is also deleting bullets, and there's a lot of scenes that you really want to delete bullets and create a path with yourself with the camera while taking a picture of the boss.
Great example of that is what Serus just did at the top of the screen there, just poking one small hole in the wall to just not even have to dodge. Yeah, and we can see oogabeck has already passed KiriCat here.
And yeah, you can see like Hina. No, you can't see it right now.
All right, eyes on Serus, 2-6. So this is a scene where the obviously intended strategy is to use the camera to cancel these blue bullets. You don't have to do that. You can dodge through them, and that makes things go quite a bit faster.
It's also way harder.
Yeah, I believe it is an aimed formation, so you can do the same thing every time, but it is still so much harder than the intended strat.
And yeah, and that is what we meant, like, although not dying is very good, you still want to go for fast strats and take more.
oogabeck doing an even a different variant on 2-6, kind of going up to the side for a big misdirect. I think it's about a second faster than what Serus did. And you can see KiriCat kind of doing it the more of the safe approach at the end.
You have this Kogasa scene. It's same. There's not too much to say about it. You can somewhat delay, like you can cancel the bullet on the first wave, but yeah, no, nothing major on it.
Yeah, those bubble bursts you kind of cannot get out of the way of with just charge speed. So you need to switch to a slower speed, and that means you kind of want to stay in that slower focus speed. Oogabeck is actually timing things very carefully to not need to do that as much, kind of timing that unfocused movement right after a photo. Like, there are so many little things throughout this run and throughout this game where you can just make things nicer by doing that.
Okay, and if you go look at Serus, it's one of those scenes that is actually meant for you to delete bullets with your camera. It is probably impossible if you don't.
Yeah, with almost any other approach, this scene is impossible. With this approach specifically, it's quite doable, but you have to find that approach.
And see, you can micro through it, but like you're not meant to. It's possible.
Yeah, and you also really don't need to either. If you can stay charged long enough, then you can pretty easily just cancel. Ooh, missed photo from Serus here. Kogasa ran away. That just costs one cycle, probably about 5 seconds there. Not a huge deal, but just annoying time loss. And you can also see that a lot of scenes kind of do escalate as time goes on. That later phase, for that last photo, is dense enough that if you're not careful, you kind of will get hit.
So this is and bullets mostly, and also a bit of the Mentos.
Yep.
Again, it's the early game, most things are not that complex.
If you're far enough away, you can just stay in charge speed and pretty easily misdirect Kisame towards you. You have to take pictures of, I think this is what, Foliage Fighter or something? You have to take pictures of Yamame pretty quickly. I don't know why this scene is in stage 3, honestly.
I agree.
Really pretty simple. I mean, I say that and then Serus gets a pretty nasty wave. You never know.
And this one is bad.
Yeah, this is a very high variance scene. Those umbrellas are enemies, so they're basically all hitbox. And so they can force you out of charge very easily. Hopefully we won't see that too much. We want to see a nice clean one. The other thing is they also give a lot of camera charge back if you get them in a photo. So this can also be a pretty big swing in how fast you clear the scene. Okay, it is level. So we're off to level 4. That's Serus.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, this is as fast as the death can go, so, you know. But yeah, and one thing I really want to mention, as someone who has went through the game extremely recently, like 2 days ago, a lot of those scenes, like even the earlier scene, you know, like you watch someone like do it in speedrun, it looks easy. It's really not. Like, this is a game where knowledge and routing is huge. And yeah, if you don't know as much as those players what you're doing, you're gonna be struggling way more with this thing.
It also just takes a little while to get used to the controls. Like, there are things you can do to aim the camera. Like, if you tap focus right before taking a picture, the camera will point towards the boss. And also, if you do kind of an unfocused updash, the camera can kind of angle to the side and you can get more range than you would normally get. There are little things like that you can do to make your life easier, but if you don't know them, you might just kind of direct the camera away from where you need it to be.
Yeah, like you just move up and Aya aims the camera like diagonally right and you miss the button, you're like, okay. And it's entirely on your control, it's just you need to know how to do it.
Yeah. We can also see there just the portrait mode orientation for that first photo from Serus on Rabies Bite. Just to capture more bullets, get the charge back sooner. It doesn't really matter on this scene, but it's a good habit to be in.
Yep.
Good micro.
Yeah, basically, like the portrait is good to delete more bullets, but sometimes you want range to hit the boss. And so
okay, Serus is going for the danger spot on Dividing Edge here. you can kind of sit in the formation as it spawns, and that's what happens if you get a bit unlucky. You have to react so quickly, and the only way this is worth it is if you can stay in charge speed. So you not only have to react quickly, but you have so little time to try to move out of the way. Oogabeck is doing a safer strategy that's a little slower, but more reliable, it looks like. Yeah, backing down after each one. Just kind of getting one wave per cycle.
But yeah, like, honestly, it's a very fun game. I feel like it is underrated and more people should play it. But it also is harder than it would look like just watching very good players do it.
Yeah, the scene games are great. You always get to make permanent progress towards clearing them.
Definitely.
Oogabeck doing the funny micro on this? No, just a very carefully timed photo.
And double photo is more approachable than shoot the bullet too.
Oh yeah, shoot the bullet is so unapproachable.
And ISC is unapproachable too, but for different reasons.
No, ISC is very approachable because of the items.
I mean,
you can find good solutions to almost everything. I did that.
If you play with items, yes. If you don't, well, it's not approachable.
But you don't have to. Oh no!
That's a very, very bad death for Serus.
Yeah, Shurikodama here is just, the last photo is actually very difficult. That dodging is not nice at all. And Oogabeck takes the lead, as we kind of expected would happen. I think Oogabeck's deathless so far as well.
It might have been a death, but a short one. I don't remember. And yeah, we get to the next day.
Yeah, level 5. This is just an IHNN. It's very similar to the mid-non in UFO, and a green laser is always aimed straight down, so you don't have to read that at all. You can just position relative to her. Yeah, and then you have this Murasanon, which is, well, it alternates a blue wave that you can dodge reasonably easily and a purple wave that kind of gets a really dense wall, but if you position yourself right, you can get this huge cancels like that.
Technically possible to go through the purple wave, but like, don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go, the first one you can go through. Later ones, it's more difficult. Serus is doing it though.
Yeah. Oogabeck's strategy there is just so pristine to be able to go up to the top of the screen for the final wave. Also, Oogabeck clearing 2 fists at once on this IHNN scene.
Yeah, you just want to kill as much as possible so that they don't hit you.
Yeah. Alright. 5-4. Which one's 5-4? Yeah, this one's pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
You can literally just stream in charge speed to the side for the most part. You just have to be mindful of the bullets spawning from the anchors. Yeah, one more photo, and we will be off to 5-5. We're already going to be at 5-5. So not only is this one of the harder scenes in the game, because it's so random, so fast with these lasers, but it's also the first scene in the game that requires 6 photos. And that's a pretty big jump, because IHNN shoots faster and faster. And yeah, like it killed Oogabeck. Like, this is his first death this run.
And yeah, and also something about the photo, it's usually like the first photo is not at all difficult to get, and it's the number of photos after the first photo that really matters. So the difference by adding a photo is always a bit more than you would expect.
Yep. And then IHNN shoots faster, so you have to deal with more of these yellows while you're dealing with the lasers, and that can kind of restrict your ability to macro. And of course, if you have to macro, good squeeze by Oogabeck there, like if you have to macro, then you're charging a lot slower. Clean first try from Serus, though.
That's it. It is to be noted that Oogabeck did start 30 seconds later, so Oogabeck had a 30 seconds advantage on Serus.
Yeah, also I would say eyes on KiriCat here. Venus at the build is a pretty straightforward scene. It's very self-explanatory. Yep. But KiriCat, I want to see how they handle this.
Oh god. Okay, doing a macro for safety.
2 more photos, 1 more. Come on. Ooh, that's a good read.
Very, very nice.
And happy to see nobody get walled there.
And this scene, there is some funny safe spot strategy, but you can just kind of stay near IHNN, it's fine.
Also, this scene with Marasa, you cannot get a picture of her while she's green, but you can do this strategy of just kind of using an anchor to block the burst. And then after enough time passes, right here, the anchors will fire a burst. And that allows you to fairly easily clear it. Very nice from oogabeck getting the fast cycle. And Serus also gets it.
And that's why you also want to cancel the anchor so that the final wave isn't bullet from absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, there are many strategies that can work on that Marasa spell, but the speedrun strategy is almost definitely the easiest.
This spell is, when I first played it, I was like, what the hell, am I supposed to read that for the laser? You're not, because they are static. Well,
yep.
They always start below.
We almost have sync here going into 6-2 with Suika's non.
Yeah, you just want to delay the purple bullet, and some of the red bullet after it explodes, and there's just not that much to dodge once you do that. It is quite tricky to get all the purple in a photo. Sometimes some will go out and you have less charge, and it's just a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it just adds one every wave, and so you have to alternate between moving out of the way and not moving out of the way. So this is Adamant Helix. oogabeck went for an immediate shot while Serus kind of took a delayed one. It doesn't really matter because you have to delay your next shot so far anyway. The two of them will end up being synced for the second, third, fourth, fifth photos. Keep an eye. Yeah, you can see a little focus tap just to align the camera before taking the photo. If you don't do that, it's really hard to hit.
Yeah, the camera is just gonna be wherever it wants. It's often not where you want it. Oh, this scene, oh god.
Yeah, also in the interview, Serus mentioned this one as another favorite. Even though it, quote, kind of broke me when scoring.
Yeah, that is a scoring player pick.
It's a really cool idea.
I know kind of a lot of this scene about like the hitbox. The hitbox of the miniature cards are awful, and for scoring, it is you see like every person that scores this game, you see them go through every state of the Nile.
So that yellow curvy laser burst. It's not static, but it is the same formation every time, just randomly rotated. And so both oogabeck and Serus read where the gap was going to be and lined up with it, kind of in sync. Yeah, you can also see here Serus doing a bit of a safer strategy on 6-6 here. Kind of ends up about half a photo behind. oogabeck got a 98.x clear, Serus got a 96 flat, so 2 seconds saved.
This scene is pretty... I like the concept. It's like Yugi is gonna do like this big burst, and if you let it be, you're basically dead. So don't.
Yeah, you just have to charge up and stay in charge the entire time, cancel and go.
And this is what I mean when I talk about spells that are really like linked to a cycle. There is nothing you can do to really go faster because you have to follow that cycle.
Yep, the only way to really save time on that scene would be to get luckier and have more red fireballs in your shot for the fourth photo, because that can get you the fifth photo faster. That's the only thing you can do to go faster.
Yeah, the last photo is the only one that matters.
Yeah, 2 different strategies for 6-8 here, which is pretty neat.
But again, this is same. You have to wait for KiriCat to spawn.
Yep.
You can't really gain much time on it.
And we arrive at level 7. This is kind of what I would call the second difficulty spike of Double Spoiler. You not only are hitting Sho, who obviously has curvy lasers, that's kind of her whole deal, but it's also a 7 photo scene. This is the first 7 photo scene. As
you can see, it changes. Like the pattern changes for when you take photos. It's not just speeding up. It varies completely. And this last thing is very difficult.
Yes, the first two phases are quite consistent, but reading this curvy laser burst is not easy. It's basically just shown on two. And then here's another 7 photo scene, Nazareth Non. It's just like the Nons from UFO, except they bounce off the floor.
So I played this again recently, and I asked, how do you get consistent at it? And I was told by Serus, yeah, to try to be in the diagonal of Nazarene, because if you are, it will be less dense than in the middle because of like the symmetry thing there is in the middle. So that's why, yeah, you can see both oogabeck and Serus trying to be in the diagonal of Nazarene. And also, the faster you charge, the easier it gets because you clear more bullets.
Yeah, you can make it a little easier if you kind of delay a couple photos to cancel more bullets, but you don't need to, and it doesn't make it faster. I think that's kind of what happened to oogabeck. Tough wave.
Yeah, tough wave. It's a very bad death, because like it's a 7 photo scene, and yeah, like taking 6 photos, even when you can charge all the time, is a long time. It's a very long time.
Yeah. I mean, that death was a 35-40 second loss there.
Yeah, and Serus had the lead properly with timer too.
Oh, Serus got the 7-4 strat! You can, okay, if you get the first 2 photos very, very quickly, you can skip 1 cycle of this. It is so precise and so hard to do that. I'm honestly surprised that he went for it, but it's so cool. I wonder if we'll see oogabeck do that as well. Also, KiriCat just kind of silently in level 7 as well.
Yep.
So keeping pace quite nicely.
So yeah, this Serus scene is
Alright, is oogabeck going for it? oogabeck's going for it.
And
Gets it.
very nice. This is very hard again, you know? Like
yeah, it is entirely in your control, but it is very hard to time.
Yeah. The Serus scene is just a route. It's just go into the corner every time. Go to the left at the start, else you will die if you go to the right, and you win. Yeah, not too much to say. I'm mostly looking at KiriCat right now for the Nazarene scene, because it can absolutely.
Yeah, last photo again, I think.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, Serus is just on Gold Rush. This is a scene about just canceling stuff as it spawns.
Yeah, you want
really
to cancel 2 waves at once.
If you let this get out of hand, it will get out of hand.
Yep. But it's not too hard this time.
Also, we kind of completely missed Hungry Tiger, which is the scene KiriCat's on right now. Show just lunges at you, you can just misdirect. It's a little tricky with some routes, but ultimately it's a very strategy dependent.
Oh god, that laser was very fast. So for this, there is a pattern to how the lasers unfold that does not make them easy. I did, when I played, they did tell me, I gave them an idea on how to save 6 seconds in this thing. They have not put it in the route, and apparently it was too terrible, but they did tell me that.
Okay.
Because I started and I found a safe spot like right next to show. And they were like, oh, that could be good.
KiriCat is not going for the 7-4 cycle skip, but is going for kind of an inversion strategy where you flip up to the top of the screen on the first photo.
That's a bit faster. You win like
saves a little time.
Cycle.
Yeah, little time compared to staying at the bottom the whole time with the fast photo. It saves, 1/2 of a cycle, but getting pushed very far to the side here.
It's a bit more complicated because you have like ever so slightly less plays, but it's mostly fun. Also, we are entering day 8.
Yep, level 8. Level 8 is pretty self-explanatory for the most part. There's a lot of things that are aimed. There's a lot of things that are just kind of what they are, like this Orin Non. It's honestly pretty straightforward. And there's the copy pasta.
So much atmosphere.
Yeah.
This scene is fun, but this scene is rough.
Yeah. So one of the questions that I asked the players here is kind of, just in their opinion, how much of this speedrun comes down to avoiding deaths versus doing faster strategies. And the interesting thing is I actually got somewhat conflicting answers. KiriCat and Serus both said that not missing, like not dying, is kind of more important. But oogabeck said that it's kind of a mix, where the fast strategies do matter quite a bit. And, you know, avoiding deaths obviously matters, but the strategies used can almost matter more than that.
And to be fair, I think Serus, I think it makes sense because of like the level that oogabeck is at. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna not die." Like with how fast the world record is, you need to have fast strats a lot of the time just to be able to still improve.
Yeah. Quote, "A deathless casual run could not world record."
Yep, that is strictly true. So that's 2 deaths from Serus on this scene. Very, very unfortunate. That sun is like way too big. It's just way too big. And it can really catch you off guard.
Yeah, Red Giant requires you to do this kind of unfocused dash through random bullets.
No!
The stray!
That's a me death.
This scene it can be a little rough for sure.
Definitely.
KiriCat, also 8-1.
That's a cat.
We have the cat on the cat screen.
One thing I noticed when playing, and I really love it, is when you take a picture of Orin in those scenes where she's in cat form, you have a cat bonus on the photo that is plus 666.
It's true.
For the record, I did ask if there was something for Chen, and Serus replied that you get an orange bullet bonus even if there is no orange bullet.
That's
amazing.
Nice touch, honestly.
Not on DS, it's only onto the bullet for Chen. But no, Serus!
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that can happen. You can just kind of get stuck and get walled on one scene for a while. I also did a casual replay of this not too long ago, and I got walled pretty hard by 8-7 coming up in a little bit. In fact, I think that's the next scene that oogabeck will be facing.
Yep.
Kind of skipped to Corpse Shopping District.
This scene, if you have a correct route, it's fine, and it's not too far that what you should get casually. If you don't have a correct route, you'll put that.
Yeah, so, here's a Drunken Cat's random walk.
Talking of 8-7, I've been, I was told that I'm commentating this fairly recently, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play through the game. I rage quit on that scene specifically.
Yeah, it is not an easy scene.
And it's not.
Yes, it's aimed, but it's aimed with a bit of offset. The waves get denser. You have to kind of keep track of which direction they offset.
Yeah. Also, like, what you want to do is
it works.
You want to cancel like the bullets as they are spawning. So like the timing of the shot is fairly precise. It's like you can hear like the sound of bullets going off, and once she leaves, you want to take a photo of her and the arrived bullet. And it's fairly easy to miss, and yeah, you're just dead if you.
So Septentrion that oogabeck just did, there is a bullet spawner that is getting canceled on every single one of those waves. If you don't do that, it gets out of hand fast.
Yep.
That's one that's extremely, extremely strategy dependent. Unfocused dash up, you can see that oogabeck's second photo there is tilted. That's because of the unfocused dash to tilt it and get more range.
Which is usually something you don't want to happen, but there you want, and they failed the photo. Yeah, like, we didn't mention that actually, but like the RNG of boss movement can be very relevant, because the higher the boss goes, the more difficult it is to actually get the photo, because you have to take a photo of the boss and not just the pattern. And you can absolutely get screwed by RNG.
Also, if level 7 was a difficulty spike, level 9 is where the game really kind of settles into its final difficulty. Almost every scene here is pretty rough in some way. Also, get your PWGs in chat, obviously.
Oh god. Well, For a second, I was like, that's not spoiler. What we love spoiler 9. I recently found out by just looking at it that it's absolutely cheating and it's less fun, but I still like it. Very nice. Satori attacks are very questionable. That is very, very true.
Oogabeck is currently on Brain Fingerprint. The way this works is those green orbs kind of explode out wherever they went. So while you're dealing with this kind of jelly bean burst, you have to remember where you need to be. And sometimes there's a safe place relatively close to Satori. Sometimes there's not. There's aimed stuff. This one is really tricky.
Yeah, it's fairly close to that one Kanako scene in ISC for people that played ISC and not.
So in this case, bottom left is going to be safe, but you have to notice that while dodging. It's not easy to do that. Like, it is a very hard attention split. And here's DNA's flaw. This is the first 9 photo scene.
And it's not the one you would want to be the first 9 photo scene.
Yeah, Koichi kind of, it's like genetics of the subconscious in that Koichi moves between a few different locations and then charges at you. But then there's this kind of part DNA strand that always moves towards Koichi. And so where you are when she moves towards you kind of has a very chaotic effect on the rest of the scene afterwards. So you can pretty precisely route the first 3, 4, 5 photos, but then very minor variations will have an impact after that.
Yeah, and it's also, since it's like crisscrossing thing, it's fairly hard to like predict exactly where it will end up.
Yeah, fortunately, with the speedrun strategy, you do kill it at a good time, and so it ends up being not worse, but it can be much worse. Camera shy Rose, Satori reads your mind and dashes away really fast when you try to take a photo.
So you
have to tap very quickly and be close.
Not too hard though. This is random bullets.
Yep, Embryo's Dream. This is the first 10 photo scene. It has 4 phases. Random bullets go. This blue thing, which is entirely aimed, and bounces, but you can have complete control. A pretty easy third phase, and then I believe it's 4 alternating waves of static lasers. I suspect that everyone here has at least where they need to go memorized. So we shouldn't see a definite laser phase, but if you don't know, you probably die.
and you have to go through
everything else
every time.
Yeah, very clean. KiriCat reaching level 9, Serus working on DNA's flaw, and oogabeck on Kinkakuji. Will this be first try? What a micro that was, really. Yeah, it's only 3 photos. How hard could it be? The first time I did this, when I was relatively new, it took me 5 hours.
Yeah, and again, like this is 3 photos, but again, in double photo. Oh, Serus died at 8 photos.
Ah, that's really sad. Also, here's Rose Hell for oogabeck. This is just basically a different version of Subterranean Rose. It's, again, very, very strategy dependent. If you know where to be and what to cancel, it's fine. If you don't, you're going to have a really rough time here.
But yeah, and again, like it's 3 photos, and in double photos, the first photo is never really an issue to get. So it's really 2 photos you have to take care of.
It is Satori kind of looking through Shoot the Bullet for the most traumatizing scene, and then making it worse.
That sounds like Satori, you know, like that.
Yeah, we are flying through here. We are already at level 10, which contains Tenshi and Iku.
So yeah, this one is also just delay the big array of bubbles, and you should be fine.
Yep, so here's 10-2. This curvy laser burst is actually aimed at you the moment it fires, so there's a pretty sizable delay on it. So you can kind of note when the firing time happens, and then make sure you're not where that burst is.
Easier said than done, but...
Yes. But once you know that, it is... Honestly, this one's pretty chill once you know how it works.
But I mean, that's true for a lot of double players.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, this one is fun because like the idea what
Nice
you're supposed to do
micro.
is the idea what you're supposed to do is to go through all those big gaps, but that's slow and you want to charge, so you're just gonna micro a lot, and
These have big hitboxes.
yeah, it's not the hardest micro ever, but it's a lot of them and it's very, very, very easy to die.
Yeah, Serus on Embryo's Dream taking the exact same gaps oogabeck took. Like, as you can see, it is just completely static.
And now on the final
Yeah, Serus on 9-7. Yeah, dying before the second photo. It happens. Ooh,
look at
oogabeck
like
died
that.
to 10-4. Like, these spinning stars are not actually that bad if you're just trying to do it casually, but if you're trying to deal with them at charge speed, it's very hard.
There was a bullet on Naya during that photo. That was a bit of luck on the photo, but we'll take it.
Very fast 9-7 from Serus as well.
Yeah. Those are a bit
10-4.
trippy.
10-4 is quite infamous if you're trying to do it with Hatate as well.
Yeah, because of the range.
Like,
It's
it's so
not-
hard to get those photos.
But yeah, it's not too bad. It's just be careful because even when you take a photo of the star, like it will
It will respawn.
recreate itself and it can absolutely scare you.
So this scene that oogabeck is currently on, I forget what it's called. It's kind of the other scene that gave me a big wall my most recent playthrough, but I was not using a good strategy. This strategy is easier than it looks.
It does not look that hard.
It is so much better than anything else you could do on this.
Okay. KiriCat is gonna enter the later phase fairly soon.
Yeah, and then after the laser phase, KiriCat will be on 9-7.
Yep. Ah, no! That's again a very, very big
Well,
time
oogabeck
loss.
on 10-6, like dances sea breams and flounders or something. Remember, this is double spoiler. This is where the circle hitboxes were introduced. These are fat hitboxes on these jelly beans.
I don't even know what the intended is for this.
You just dodge and cancel stuff, and you pray.
Fair enough. That's what I thought, but I was like, maybe I'm missing something. Again, we have Serus doing the micros.
Yeah, and we also have, what is it? Scarlet Perception of All Yokai Kind or something? I don't know, it's Tenshi Spark. It's just Tenshi Spark.
That's very true.
Very
But
fun scene, though.
But it's a spark with a sword, not with
Oh,
a thing.
KiriCat doesn't know the laser patterns!
Oh no. Ah, that's gonna be rough. And we got
And oogabeck missed a photo, so I think we're on improv mode here for the last one. Should work out nicely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. It's one cycle loss. You don't want that to happen, but it's not like instant death.
oogabeck is doing 10-8 in charge speed, or at least for the first photo.
Yeah, but only the first one.
That's
yeah,
so hard.
That's just oogabeck for you.
Yeah, as expected, staying mostly in focus speed. It takes a lot longer for the camera to charge, but if you can read and dodge this, it's super safe.
It's what, it's 2.5 times slower, I think?
Yeah, it takes almost 3 times as long.
And level 11.
Yeah, we're already at level 11 here.
It's insane. I don't have much to say about this. It's like, it's fairly visual, I feel like. Don't try to do this at the bottom and you should be fine.
Yeah. And if you end up in a bad lane, you can also just cancel it. You don't have to resort to fancy micros or anything. Alright. KiriCat 1 photo away from laser phase again. Hoping for a success this time. And also, oogabeck on 11-2. This one is actually
Okay,
quite
one
difficult.
photo.
It just comes out so fast.
There we go.
Yeah, when
No.
Suiko moves to the left, I want you to... actually, KiriCat first. KiriCat on 9-7 is kind of more important.
Yeah. Oh, very
What a
nice.
squeeze.
No.
Yeah, we might have to see 11-2 when Serus gets there. But that's fine.
My God, how do you read that? Oh.
Oh, that would have been such a well-deserved clear. Oogabeck does live 11-2. Let's see, 11-3. This kind of snake scene is basically just static. Like, it's all aimed, so you can do the same thing every time.
It's a double spell that is fully irrelevant once you know it, but if you don't know it, it's going to be very annoying.
Serus also doing 10-8 mostly charged, and actually sticking to it. That's a big time save over Oogabeck. It's only about 3 scenes down now. Yeah, this is the 9-7 experience, by the way. Oogabeck and Serus breezed through it. This is the experience.
This 2 accuracy is very just cancel the bullet and win. There's really nothing much about it. Oh, very nice micro. And
clear.
Very, very nice.
Just in time for Oogabeck to be on 11-5. This is an extremely strategy-dependent scene. Because these jelly bean walls will kind of become wider every photo. So positioning yourself and aiming them in such a way so that you can have these unfocused dashes at a good time and cancel 2 is really valuable.
And
of course, it's not easy to do that with these lasers raining from the sky. These meteoric on Bashira.
Also, at the start, very cool strategy of being so close to it that you can just dodge them while being fully charged.
Serus also on 11-2. When Suiko moves left, you can see Serus is actually intent. Serus is actually doing a safer strategy here and dies anyway, where you kind of cancel the movement of Suiko's left move, so you don't have to deal with the fast, dense overlap. It's a very, very clever strategy, but it does not help this Cherry Blossom Blizzard.
Oh no! Dying on this.
10-6 is, in theory, like 100% consistent.
Yeah,
I guess Suiko was just in a weird spot, so the strategy didn't work.
Yeah, just messed up. I don't know. I was not watching. Honestly, I was watching those.
Yeah, one more photo for Serus on this scene. Come on, Serus. Nice. KiriCat also doing micros on the Keystone scene.
It's such a cool strat. I really like that this exists. You know, like, it's one of the things, like, it's kind of a lucky, right? Because, like, Zune could have just coded it to be slightly closer to each other and there would have been nothing you can do. You just have to take the big gap. But no, there is this very small gap that you can take, which makes the scene way more fun and way more interesting.
Yeah, there's a risk reward to it. You can see those hitboxes are huge.
That was the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're already at the final scene of level 11 here for Oogabeck. These kind of blue circles that spawn do spawn a ton of bullets if you don't cancel them, but you can cancel them as they're spawning. And they start spawning faster and faster, so you can see here going into the corner and streaming. I believe you can just kind of stream the knives. Yep. And it makes like a scene that's kind of tricky just go very, very smoothly. Yeah, already level 12.
Oh yeah, no, okay, it's not the one I thought at the start. I mean, this is static as far as I know, right?
12-1?
Yeah.
It's aimed.
Okay, well. Okay, it's not static, but like, it's not random, so it's just a route.
Alright, 12-2, Purple Mirror. The intended strategy here is to cancel the clone with a photo and then focus on Nue, so you don't have to deal with bolts from both sides. They're not gonna do that, by the way. That's slow.
Okay, delaying the photo here.
Yeah, Oogabeck had to break charge, so had to kind of skip going for the fastest cycle and just take one more cycle.
I did that because Serus told me to. It is not easy at all, and I was thinking it's way slower.
Level 12 honestly has a lot of very cool patterns. Like we said earlier, you must use a defensive shot, and by must I mean you could technically just gamble, but is anybody really going to gamble in this setting?
No, but for single scene, absolutely yes.
Absolutely yes. You have to.
And then you take a photo before she leaves, and you can just.
Yeah, and here's 12-4. Every wave kind of gets a little larger and kind of takes a little. You have a little less time to react to how it unfolds. It is basically static up to position, I believe. But it's still, like, that does not help a ton. It's still precise to kind of get into those gaps and move up.
Yeah, especially that one dash at the start. If you go to the side, if you stay at the center, it's
yeah. Like, that scene can very easily score some kills. Fortunately, though, things lit up a little bit. 12-5's very chill. Yeah, I guess focus KiriCat here. Seabreams. This is the hardest scene on screen right now.
It's hard, like... This is not one of the hardest scenes in the game, but that does not mean it's trivial at all.
It's probably, like, it's almost definitely top 20.
Yeah. I mean, even the, like, not much is trivial in this game, like, because, like, just knowing the route is not, like, it takes a while to just learn all the routes, and if you don't know the routes, a lot of the scenes that are non-issue will become very big issues.
Yeah, also, oogabeck on Hanako-san in the toilet.
Serus is doing the fast shots for drop 2. Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, Hanako-san is kind of infamous because it's bugged. Replays on this will often desync because it uses something, like, I think it's some uninitialized memory. It can also just kill you from absolutely nothing for the same reason.
Yep. I think it's when you take a photo at a specific time.
Yeah, very nice job on Serus getting the fast route on 12-2. That is, like, I've done that strategy before. It is not easy to do once, let alone in a live one-take setting like this.
Okay, 12-7 is...
It's LFS, but when you cancel a bullet, it turns into a knife.
It's LFS, but way worse. You can't cancel anything, right? Because it keeps being there. And
it's honestly not a very hard scheme if you know how to do LFS, because it doesn't go as fast.
I would think so, but I've seen Serus die to it quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I mean, Serus doing the hard parts of Red Cloak. Ooh, skipping a wave. Because the waves are kind of static, skipping a wave can give you a different wave than what you expect next. I believe that's kind of the impression I got when I was doing it, but well handled.
KiriCat dying, sadly, at like 6 photo, I think, 5 or 6.
Yeah, Barrage X from a Wandering Star. I grew up with a PlayStation, it's PlayStation 2, so yay, PlayStation representation. It's not always Nintendo. Thank you, Zune.
I grew up with a PC, I don't care. I mean, it's just a fun spell. You just have like to micro through those, but it's not quite as bad as you'd think.
And you can also take defensive shots whenever you want. We're already at level extra, by the way.
Oh, this one.
I love this one. It's basically just no soliciting. Aya, go away.
Like it's funny, but like the dodging itself is not too interesting.
Yeah, no. Level X is honestly a bit of a step down in difficulty for the most part. And I think this was intended because in order to get to level spoiler, you need to clear one scene from every level to unlock EX. But to get to spoiler, you need 3 from extra.
You also need like a total of scene.
Yeah, you also need 58 total, but the total is not as big of a problem for a lot of people.
Because the starts are now really easier. This one is just weird. Yeah, it's not difficult.
EX2, pretty chill. Which one's 3? Oh yeah, this is just the shower. The only tricky thing about this is kind of dodging the last photo at charge speed, because it gets very dense for how fast and close things are. And just with these random fireballs spawning, you kind of have to like respect them. If you break charge, then they probably hit you. Yeah, here's the X4. You'll notice when oogabeck goes for a photo, he moves out into the lane and then kind of goes back into the blues for the amulets. There are much easier strategies for this, but this is just so clean. And here's EX5. This is oogabeck's specialty. He's got like 30 out of 30 with this fast strategy, like literally 30 attempts in a row of doing this. He's done it at double speed. He improved the score record on this a bunch of times. Saved like 4 or 5 seconds over the previous IL record for this. Like, if you could think of something to do on a scene in this game, he's done it. And taking the last photo a little safe there. Either that or showing off. I honestly don't know.
This one is very funny because Tanai just bombs at you and you have to take a photo of the bullets of the bomb.
There's actually a pretty neat thing here where this bomb burst has a bunch of bullets that come out, but that burst is aimed. So if you sidestep it, the burst itself won't kill you. And so you can delay the photo a little longer than you think you can. Also, Serus is only 5 scenes back. Like, this is like 2 very good paces overall.
Also, this is the Blink reference.
Also, KiriCat is here. And, like...
KiriCat's run is very good. It's just...
Oh, yeah. Like, this is better than, like, almost anybody would do. It's just we have the 2 best double spoiler players here.
Ah!
You can micro or quantum tunnel that, but do you really want to have to?
No.
Yeah, oogabeck going for a bit of a fast strategy here, but it is tricky.
Scary. And we get the X4 again on third side.
Yeah, I mean, it's just very convenient that your charge speed lines up so well with where you need to be for this strategy. Alright, Serus on EX5.
There you go. Which one is that? Oh yeah, that's
Fort Cloud.
Very was one.
And we also have Blazing Star again. There's so many Blazing Stars, but I don't mind. Blazing Star is fun.
And KiriCat dying to the lasers here. Again, those lasers, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, are very annoying.
How did Serus live that?
I did not watch. I was looking at KiriCat.
Yeah, Serus doing a safer EX5, but very well earned clear.
Again. Okay, and this is the last scene of extra.
Yep, Milkychan power spoiler.
Weird scene.
Lore-wise, this is like Sanai absorbing power from the yokai. And I think both Aya and Hatate are very unnerved by this in the scene comments. The scene comments are honestly a goldmine in this game. Everybody should play this so they can just easily read them for themselves. Go do it. Go play. This is your obligatory go play double spoiler.
I can't read Japanese.
Serus, no!
And the last one is a bit scary for Sanai. I mean, it's not the hardest, but you have to be careful.
Yes. The X9 is pretty easy. Alright, spoiler 1. Here is Hatate. She's been watching.
Goodbye, Hatate.
Dialogue by Hatate. Hello again. So Hatate's whole deal is that her camera is a cell phone camera, so it is a much taller aspect ratio, but she can only take pictures close to her. So the mechanics of how her camera works are actually incorporated into her scenes. And so you have to sidestep it or be very far away, and with the way she fires, you kind of have to do the sidestep strategy here.
It's not too relevant now, but the mechanic of Hatate is she also has a way faster recharge time over us.
Yes.
It's not just a downgrade.
Yeah, faster recharge, can get more charge back from bullets on cancels, and kind of can't scope. One thing that happened there that might not be obvious, Hatate is doing camera slow when she goes for a photo. If you also try to do camera slow, it doesn't multiply, it cancels out. So if you're trying to take a picture and she's trying to take a picture, that picture will come out very fast and you can pretty easily trap yourself.
I think it's neat that it works like that though.
Yep, it's just something you have to be really wary of.
If it multiplied, it would be terrible, actually, like how slow it would be.
And I mean, it also just doesn't stay at the same slowed down speed either. You can see oogabeck is kind of very carefully timing these photos to cancel a lot of amulets and then misdirecting the shot off screen to, again, cancel a lot of amulets. There's a ton of different things you can do here, but this is by far the fastest.
It's very safe.
I think Serus is actually on PB pace. You can do spoiler in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Aya. I love the first scene of Aya and that there's just being one photo. Like, it goes to show how little does one photo mean, like the first photo means.
Yeah, it's dialogue. They talk.
Yep.
So now this is kind of the other side of the photography duel, where you're now playing as Hatate. You can see that you have to move up so close, and Aya can get you from so far away.
But you charge very fast. Very nice.
I think this is spoiler 7 oogabeck is on. I think the scene's really cool.
Yeah, it's just go next to her and like take a photo while you pass.
Yeah, it's basically just a Tengu flyby.
There's a lot of very inventive spell cards in Double Flutter.
Yeah, there's also a lot of stuff that's based on patterns from other games, as we've seen. But even though it's based on patterns from other games, there's almost always some fresh new twist on it. It does really make it feel distinct.
And like that's something that probably Double Flutter does it the best.
Also,
you know,
if you heard the sound there, that was Aya changing the orientation of her camera so that she's doing portrait mode instead of landscape mode to try to get you. That is why oogabeck delayed the 4th photo, even though there was a very clean opportunity. Also, here we are, already final scene, illusionary dominance.
So many ISC references in DS. I have bad news.
Yeah, lore-wise here, like Hatate's comment is basically, it's the same old Aya. Does that mean I won?
But yeah, next scene is very similar. Like the last scene was very similar to what you see in ISC. And yeah, this is just PWG if it was easy. I kinda like the idea of Aya being so fast that you can't see her unless you take a photo.
Yes, that's
not how it works.
Cool. Here's
like,
the last photo and time.
Very nice.
Basically now, yeah, time. That's a 56:54. It looks like. I think that's a very good time. That beats second place.
I think that's 53, but yeah, very very good.
But yeah, Serus on. Yeah, Serus, I think if he no misses the rest, gets a PB by a few seconds. So,
also,
there are stakes for Serus here.
and one thing about the final is the idea is Aya goes so fast you have to take the camera. If you go look at it closely, suddenly you'll notice that Aya actually doesn't follow the pattern and it just phones when you take a photo. Yeah. But like, the idea is cool. It's just.
And you can also see on spoiler 9 just how much faster Hatate's camera recharges than Aya's. Yeah, like Aya, you can usually get a photo every 5 seconds or so as a rule. Hatate, you can spam them in under 4. Come on, Serus!
I mean, this... Oh, no. Yeah, I think retrying is the correct move, because, like, the first photo is... When you spawn on a scene, like, the first photo is at 50% charge. And it's charge that you just want to have.
I think Hatate would still come back with 50, but this just lets Serus do the strategy that he's used to.
Also, yes.
Like, and considering you have to kind of position where you are relative to this portrait change, it does matter. Yeah, this is pace for sub 1.
Very, very nice. And final. It's scary because it's 10 photos. It's 10 fast photos because it's Hatate, but it's still 10 photos.
Yeah, and this might be easier than Aya's survival in Moth, but it can still absolutely catch you out.
Oh, it is difficult. It's just not like you wouldn't do PWG in the middle like that, you know?
Well, it's funny, the way the bullets spawn on this, the middle is actually a safer place to be than the sides.
Yeah, I think it would be more fun if it were like that in Mars, but...
One more photo, go Serus!
And...
PB!
That's PB.
Yes!
I hear goat noises.
Third commentator!
That is the best thing you can do, like PBing into the TWC match, because like even if you don't win, like that is the proof that you did your very best.
Thanks for watching TWC 2025. Play scene games, not VD.
Not
No,
VD,
play VD
now.
too. VD's good. Hi, Drift.
Hi, Serus! What scene was it actually?
I didn't catch the scene, but if I had to guess, probably 4-2.
I would say probably 8-7. I need to ask. Okay, and let's take our attention back on KiriCat. KiriCat,
Yeah.
again, the run is very good for KiriCat. It's just,
Yeah. Like, we're at the end of level 12 here. Like,
yeah, it's just against world record holder and someone that just PB'd. Like, you're gonna get on last place, but that doesn't mean that you...
hey,
Ouch. That really hurt.
oogabeck did not get
No,
record
but-
here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 55
No.
records, like a minute off. Which
But it is
like
faster.
obviously incredibly strong.
Yeah, it is faster than second place. Like, that's the relevant part. Like, no one else in the world but oogabeck has gotten that good of a time.
Yep. I forget if BJW had under an hour or if Serus is now the second person to get there. But it's a very, very small group of people who've done that.
Definitely. Yatran. I don't... Did Yatran do a lot of ulting? Yatran Yat mostly did unlock Atate. I don't know if he played ulting. Oh my god. That is like so many deaths too.
Sometimes you just have to take a slower photo than the fastest one you can get just to set yourself up for a better next photo. And it can be really hard to recognize the situations where you need to do that without having been in those situations a lot of times. Like, I think KiriCat picked this up relatively recently, and it just really goes to show how much experience matters with something like this. Like, it's not enough to just know how to do it, like, when things go right. You also have to know how to recover when things go wrong, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, oogabeck has been playing mostly double spoiler for quite a while now. Hello, Serus. Yeah, Serus, you've been playing double spoiler like for also quite a while, so on and off with other categories.
Yeah. Also, congrats on the PB. Very well deserved.
Thanks. I didn't expect that. After that red giant, what was that?
Yeah.
Anyways,
that was very unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think PBing, like, if you're not gonna win the match, but you PB'd, I think it's the best thing that can happen to you as a player, because you're like, okay, yeah, that first round was way outside my category. I couldn't have ever been first. But since you PB'd, that still means that you did your very best. And
yes,
I think that's the best thing that can happen.
Yeah, as you should be.
Corner.
Like, you kept pace with oogabeck very well until that red giant happened, honestly.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, at some point you were ahead of them. Despite, like, they did start there around like 30 seconds later, so it was... Usually you were like similar scenes, but there was a 30 seconds difference. But at some point, even past that, you were faster.
Yeah, this was a super cool showcase. I mean, it still is. Like, now we just get to see the late game, which has some of the most inventive patterns with full attention on that.
Serus, which scene was it? The Idris? I didn't get to see. Was it 8-7?
Which one?
The iDrift.
Which one?
The replay called iDrift.
Also, that was 6-9.
Oh, very nice.
save replay and return to title and then back out in the next scene.
Yep.
Yep.
I would have gone for 420, but the thing is, if you do that on 4.7, the game crashes, so you can't do that.
Yeah, I didn't know, for the record, I didn't know about that when I played recently, so I did the elusive 2.7 and 2.8. And then I did 3.1, I was like, wait a minute, I know that.
The thing is, if you do that, you won't get progress, apparently. So, yeah. You should not do that.
No, but it's funny.
Also doesn't happen in the speedrun.
But yeah, I expected you to like either do a Momiji scene or
I should have done that, right, yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, because I've been playing this game recently, I skipped the Momiji scenes, so you know. Very nice. And we get to funny thing.
Oh, he's like
to the side.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen this before.
I sure
I
haven't.
tried it, but like I went just for the regular way. But you can just stream the device builds like that because there's like a nice. I don't know. If you move down with them, they're not that bad, but like it's still kind of edgy, sketchy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
It works.
You know, like, Variety, that's cool.
Super cool EX4. One last time.
And you can see there that those bullets are actually moving.
X4 is still great. A really good pattern. Even if you try to go through it like regularly, it's a little bit intimidating with the walls. You gotta plan ahead. But the speedrun thread is just kind of silly. And also funny.
Very nice.
Right,
I don't like the
EX5.
ridiculous scores you get on that.
So I guess one thing that didn't come up with the supers on EX5 is that you kind of have to take pictures of these familiars, so you have to deal with way less lasers. Like, you technically don't need to, but you really want to.
Yeah, ideally you want to take out 4 of these. You can do 5, but you have to be very precise. 3 of them is also fine, but then you have to move a little bit more. Because there's one really fast familiar.
Okay, I don't think KiriCat knows that switching between charged and not charged slows you down so much. They did clear anyway, though. Oh yeah, what happened? I saw you die on Wily Toad a few times, Serus.
I don't know. I didn't get the movement right. Like, you can sidestep to just dodge everything.
I mentioned that.
I don't know. I don't know if I didn't move enough or if I moved too much.
Yeah.
It suddenly didn't work anymore. That just went for my regular strat.
Alright, going for the cycle skip here. Easy. Okay, the direction Reimu first comes from is random here.
Yep.
So you have to react to that, but then she goes clockwise.
She will jump scare you.
Yeah, also realized that a lot when I played this game.
Oh.
There was a gap, you just had to see it.
There is a lot of things that if you don't know the thing beforehand, you spawn, you die. Like that. If you didn't know that was gonna happen, you're gonna just be dead.
Yeah, but if you're playing this for the first time, you die, you see what happened when you die, and you just get to try again. There's not a penalty for failure.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a lot of you spawn. This is a jump scare game, you know.
Well, as mentioned, goodbye, Marisa. We will see you again next year.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, the last 2 characters we see from this show are Aya and Atate. It makes sense for the theming, but it's not the usual ones, especially Atate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also not the well, she's enjoying her vacation. She already did her job. A well-deserved victory for Team Momiji.
Team what? Team Canada?
Oh god. Oh.
That was interesting.
I mean, if you take the bullets out like that, you can just move like that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
Spoiler time. This is way better paced than the RPB. Like,
I think that's a very old time that was just never updated, especially with the 80-minute limit, because the reason I put PB unknown is because their time on speedrun.com is like an hour 51 or something.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not their real PB at this point.
I would also, or they only practice and never do rounds, like.
Maybe.
I believe someone who got IC 1 hour, no items, can do much better than that, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, only a few more scenes.
And yeah, and I just want to use this opportunity because the results will be probably a bit crowded because it is the last match. I'm again very, very happy to see double spoiler into this year, right? Like, it worked really well with the theming, and photo games are really cool, fairly underappreciated, and yeah, it's just really, really cool, I think, to show off. Well, speedrun is kind of a big part of theme games. It's kind of a bit back. We saw a bit of it with IFC 2 years back. But it's just always cool to showcase it and to showcase like photo games. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm really happy this match happened.
Let's hope we can see more of that in the future.
I would love
not even
for
just
this.
speedrunning, also scoring maybe someday. Let's hope for the best.
I would absolutely love to have this be a regular category, but that is a discussion that is not in my head.
I feel like what I would really like to see in the bonus matches would be something like one speedrun, one PvP thing, tragic death,
yeah,
and then like one other exhibition type thing. And I feel like, yes, that would go to 3 bonus matches instead of the traditional 2, but there's just so much Touhou, and there's so much like cool stuff, and there's so much talent that I feel like it could fit and it could work.
The thing about
be a
photo
really
games
nice showcase.
I don't even know if it has to be a bonus match. It could just be a...
True.
Like, yeah, we're not gonna see every category every time because there is not enough runners for a grand total of like 4 games because we exist apparently, and like probably 9 or 10 categories, right? Like, it's not possible to have one for category, but we could have like 1 theme game per year, I think. Maybe even 2 if ISC is popular enough.
Yeah, you can actually hit next scene on spoiler 4, and it will work, and then you'll be playing as Aya against Aya.
Yep, and
this is done in Unlock Hatate.
Yep.
Because it lets you skip spoiler 1, 2, 3. Actually, does it let you skip spoiler 1? Do you still have to do that one?
No, you have to do spoiler 1.
You still have to do it, but I mean, it's spoiler 1. Like,
yeah, so you skip 2 and 3.
It's kind of funny though, like Aya's much slower than Hatate, but it still saves time. Like roughly a minute. Also, Aya can be really mean in this spell with her movement. She can just move away from you, and then you get a way worse time to get a shot of her. Oh, but candid shot. No, he's dead. This happens so often.
Yeah.
You just forget that candid shot is coming up, and then yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Are
you dead?
No. Barely.
Little scary.
The shot range of Aya is not that horrible. But it's only one a little bit of safe space. Oh.
I think that, yeah, like, this is an ISC reference, for sure.
Oh god.
Scary.
Oh, got some movement there.
Isn't the amount of vertical space Aya covers random here? No.
They could have gone for the shot.
It's so easy to just feel like it's safe and you should just go for it, but no, you really do have to play it safe.
Yep.
Aya's vertical movement is kind of jank in this. Like, yeah, you saw her barely moving at all. And sometimes she just zooms around the field, and then she will also move back much faster. You can't really predict that.
Okay, KiriCat's timer just turned red, which means we can assume that their PB is about 114. Yeah.
You can.
So now we know. Now we know their PB.
Yeah.
There you go. 114.49. It was PB pace until that failed photo, I think, at the end.
Why would you do this before it's on the shots?
Yeah, doing this with horizontal shots does make the timing of actually getting Aya in the frame easier, but you have to do it so much higher up.
Yes,
it's more
bullets can just spawn on you, or even the lasers can hit you, or even Aya.
But it is more score.
True. But you also gotta get into the shot to get more score, or like to get the best score.
Yeah.
Also, don't score this scene. This scene is garbage in scoring because it's so random.
But it's PWG scoring, and I love the idea of PWG scoring.
Oh, nice, Michael.
That's very far to the side.
Good.
You don't want to be there. The luck! It's random which side Aya comes from, so the fact that instant shot worked, it was a 50-50.
And there we love
one more. And there we go.
Nice.
GG. That was 116.07, I think.
Something like that.
And are we gonna see the in-game time? Maybe? Please press V.
Anytime.
I guess we don't see the in-game time, maybe?
Okay. Oh, there it is! 113. 15.
You get to see the amount of photos taken before clear here as well, going through every scene. Or I guess stopping here. All right.
Okay, well, that's it.
That's
it for this match.
So happy to see photo game representation.
And there is an extra dash into the. Oh no, it's not. It's just
cat.
We wishing TWC could go just TWC has been going on for months. Okay, so final results for this match. We have in third place KiriCat with a 116.06 run, which was fairly close to their PB and is again like it's third place, but it's a very, very good run. Not a lot of people.
Yeah, very respectable time.
Yeah, very, very good. In second place, we have Serus with an amazing PB and first sub-hour run by them of 59 by 59.38 and exactly 2 minutes over for RTA than in-game time. Again, I just think if you're PBing in TWC, you just did your best and it's amazing. That is the best place to ever get a PB. In my book.
Happy about it.
And in first place, we have oogabeck with a 56.54.
Only about a minute slower than the record.
Yeah,
and time faster than anyone else has ever achieved.
And you can see that the difference between the difference between the in-game time is higher because they have a worse PC, so their load time is worse, and they actually lose time because of real-time attack, and they still manage to be that dominant, and that's just meaningful, I think. And since this is the end of TWC as a whole, this is the last match. We have someone you probably know that's gonna join us for the end of this. So I would like to introduce the very, very unknown Gastari.
Hi, I'm the Gastari in your head, everybody. I'm not showing up like on display right now.
But I was told to queue out Gastari, but I can't see a Gastari.
True.
I was told to queue in him.
You're French, you can do it.
Never mind. Okay, hello, I'm Gastari. I'm French. I'm the Jinxer.
Homing Rainbow supremacy.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
What about homing Yomu?
Okay.
Alright,
Hello, Gastari.
everyone. So I am the Gastari in your head because like I can't make it onto the display right now because I am half across the world, but I'm gonna be here for the end of TWC anyway. So yes, hello everyone. I followed a bit of the final match as I was getting ready for this, and all I gotta say is the GOAT is real. Serus, I'm proud of you, mate.
Yay, thank you.
I'm so proud of you, buddy. Let's go, PB Hive.
PB is insanely hard.
Yeah, you guys did a great job, but yeah, time sure flew by, eh? It's already the end.
It's been 3 months. It's been 3 entire months. Plus the qualifiers.
Okay,
it's been
but
a while.
the thing is, yeah, but hear me out. When you like get in the mood for this, right? When you get in the mood for this, you kind of just get in the cycle, and then it just happens, and then it's the end.
Oh, absolutely.
It's actually the end.
Oh, absolutely. You know, like when you're into it, like especially like the first few weeks, you're like, oh my god, we have to do this for 3 months, and like you like it, but it's fairly tiring, right? Because even if you're not commentating, like as long as you take part of it, like it is tiring. You have to share, you have to schedule your thing about the weekend being taken and everything, and so you're like, okay, it's only 3 months, and at the end of the 3 months, I'm gonna be kind of relieved, you know, like I love what I'm doing, but kind of relieved because it's gonna be over. And when it ends, you're like, oh man, it's already over. It's terrible.
This art is really nice.
This art is
This art
absolutely
is really
amazing,
nice.
by the way. Yeah.
I
Oh
imagine.
god. Oh god.
Catfall! Let's go!
No wait,
Yeah.
this is just random.
Yo, the
catwalk.
catwalk
Yeah.
is real.
Shout out
Also,
to the history. Yeah, those are like the last artworks.
yeah.
Thing.
So
it's
like
gonna
the
cycle
art
through a
we
lot of
decided.
them.
Yeah, because we decided for the final ending of TWC, like we always like to do on the art side, like kind of a collaborative work. And this year we asked the artists to draw their favorite pattern in Touhou.
Ooh.
And
Bringing
someone
cat.
really like
Favorite?
Catfall here. I really like.
Well,
Orange
there's a
face.
That's an
cat.
amazing thing, yeah.
George
I hear
that-
two
George
music playing at the
Starry.
same time,
Double
actually.
score.
Yeah, I hear
Ooh.
two music playing at the same time, although it's very confusing.
George, you typoed.
What? Did I
You
type?
typoed.
Zatri.
Yeah.
What did I typo?
George-
George Tatry.
Oh my god, no!
Yeah.
Double score is an
Okay,
interesting
you
pick.
know, very cool art. I'm just questioning the person that
Yeah.
chose double score as their favorite spell card. But
I mean,
you know,
look at Ben face. She wants you dead.
and she
looks
will
pretty
kill
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, Gastari, you said you're hearing
Like,
someone
same.
twice?
No, I'm hearing two music at the same time. It's actually very.
Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. You should no longer hear that.
It's 2025.
Thank
no one's
you.
dying to you anymore.
No, chat is
Because
covering the
Pokemon
text. Get
Tanto-
get.
Oh
get away,
no,
chat.
we
Get
had to
out of
do
here, chat.
some compromises where to place chat and thing.
Yeah, like
She's
You know what?
done
Just
that
make
for
chat
one
background.
and
despawn
now.
for a bit, just for that one.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna delete you guys.
listen, what an event! Holy, I cannot.
Yeah.
We have like. Thankfully, this year we have a little bit more time on the final illustration at like 15 minutes, so we get to talk about so much. Listen, this year is the first year we did like crew rolls for basically everything. This was an amazing experience. We have one of the people that like led a new team here, like Serus. You led the like new playlist team, and like holy did they cook? Did they
Oh, you guys
cook?
cooked so hard. You guys cooked so hard. I mean, there are so many people we could thank in this. Like, there have been so many roles, so many new roles as well. Some people took on new roles as well as newcomers. Just like it was just a lot. Like I myself
Yeah.
did like
One
kind
pit.
of new things as well on top of what I usually did there. It was just really, as always, TWC is like a lot of challenge, a lot of planning ahead, lots of juggling your real life around it as well. Like I can't count the amount of time I planned my weekends to be here, or even the time when I was actually going back to my parents, and my parents, because they're based, they were like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll eat like 2 hours early so you can be there for the match." Thank you, man.
The number of times I had to say to someone home, I will not be available from this time to this time, do not come. And they forget and knock on my door when I'm commentating a match. And I'm like, But yeah,
awesome,
definitely.
yeah.
I can tell you the people home are very aware that TWC happened. Because, like, again, like, every time I'm, like, more busy in the weekend than during the week. Which is just, you know.
Same.
Of course, new Edit Meister. Of course.
Yeah, new Edit Meister. I mean, what else could he have, like, come on.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god. But yeah.
I do love the
we kinda
interpretation of
wanna-
like shooting.
Yeah, but yeah, really, like, shout outs to everyone who worked on that. We had, like, I'm probably gonna forget a lot of people and we'll see all of them in the credits, but on top of my head,
Yes.
of course, like,
The credits for this are nuts. There's over, I think, 250 people in this credits.
Oh Jesus.
yeah.
What
Also very
happened?
soon, and very soon, by the way, I'm gonna tease this a little bit, but let's just say Kraftek and I have been cooking kind of a surprise for this actually image board. Like, you guys will hear this little surprise very soon, but let's just say you guys are gonna like it. We contacted some nice people. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Listen,
It's gonna be a banger.
you like the entire crew from A to Z cooked. One thing I do want to say is that some of the visions we had, we could not realize. We had really cool visions of, like, you know, the clips interacting with the social media team, right? On that, or like that, you know, the social media team constantly like live tweeting the matches and stuff. Some stuff didn't work out as we wanted to, and on that note, like, my deepest apologies really goes to the people that signed up for tech checking. I promise, next year we will do that properly. We will have an entire process. We will make sure all of that works. Again, new roles. It is like, this is an experience. So many people wanted to help. It was wild. It was unbelievable.
And yeah,
We had
and
so
for-
many
for the-
people. Go ahead, Ruth.
Yeah, what I said for the new roles, like, yeah, a lot of the new roles that were introduced this year also worked really well. Like, I was doing comp support and like along with a lot of people, and it just worked really well. And as someone who had commentated a match without having done the comp support, it is great to have like proper documentation, proper interviews, proper things to look out for, like the players giving you, hey, I mostly care about this part of the stage and this part of the run and this part of the run. It is amazing to commentate, and I so love that this role is done, both from having done it and having been like helped by it. And it worked, yeah, it's a new role, it worked really well. Place creator worked really well as far as I'm concerned. I know at least, like,
This is the first
Like,
year
another thing
I've
with-
been able to help out with TWC, and it has been an absolute honor to be able to. And I would agree with Drift that just so much back end, so many people, so much helping. It, like, both helping out and being helped has just been such a wonderful experience.
If I do want to say on that regard, if you enjoy the entire TWC experience, either on the crew end or for the players in here, I know there's quite a lot of players. There's a survival tournament coming up. Hi, I'm the main organizer. Hi, we have the main metric staff in here.
Hi.
I help for Ian.
Go join TSO. I will post the Discord server right now in the chat. With the nice little TWC redirect. Thank you, Maribel.
Yeah, shout out to
go.
Maribel. But yeah, the little surprise I talked about earlier is actually playing right now. We contacted a Touhou piano artist, and we asked them if they, because they kind of like to do medleys and stuff, and we asked them if they were willing to do like a Touhou medley just for TWC that was like Tengu themed, and they're super based, and they agreed. So like, shout outs to VDL.
Shout outs to VDL.
Like, you guys are listening to it right now. It's an absolute
Shout
banger. It was made specifically for TWC. We contacted the person. They were like, sure. And then the next day we had this banger that's like 8 minutes long. We were like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? For all of this is, I mean, I'm not part of the committee, but I'm part of the people that did work with, as like kind of a lot of roles. I just want to say, like, it is amazing to have at the community so many people that are willing to do things to help out TWC with it being all voluntary work, right? Like we don't have any money to pay for anyone, and still there is so many players, like the players, all the people doing the broadcast, all the people doing help for the broadcasting, the commentator, all the playlist creator, like the highlight clips, because like all the highlights are also like a big
Thanks
work.
to the highlight creation team, like to the highlights around Nui, we will have, I promise you this, we will have a best of TWC again.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, please, yes.
And,
Nice.
and all that also.
Oh,
yeah,
what a
like,
beautiful Yuko.
all the people from the committee that had to organize for quite a while. And I'm forgetting something I thought about, but all the social media manager and all the chat mods. That's a lot of roles. That's a lot of people.
Yes.
A lot of things to be done, all by people that just like the community, like the event, and want it to be great, and just doesn't. Again, it's not paid. It is work that for a lot of it could be like absolutely paid. It is sufficient quality to be. You could be paid for, but the people are just getting together to help, and I think that's very, very beautiful.
Exactly.
I have ran some
out of passion.
I have ran some very back envelope math, like when I was on the toilet. Like I literally during the bathroom break while I was streaming today. I ran some back of the head math. I am pretty sure if the TWC was a professional event, TM, I am pretty sure like back of the head math, labor costs around 150 to 200,000 euros. Insane.
Damn.
That's the labor only. That's the artists, that's the commentators, that's the streamers. That's the work you all put in here.
Yeah, again, more than 200 people worked on it. 200 is a lot. Like, again, like, you know, like the credits are just going to be like a list of names. And it is extremely easy that when you see a list of names to just like pass it out. Like it's just a word. And like, but behind each word, something that George said last year, and I really like.
Turbo's artwork.
Something that George said last year that I really like is like every single name you see will take about like an average of 10 characters, but that's hours and hours of time put by that one person to help. Yeah, that's a person, and that's a lot of time. So, like, you have 200 people that worked for like multiple hours. Like, I think you could even put an average of 10 to 15 hours. If you do the math, that's insane. 200 times 10, that's 2,000 hours if you take the average of 10, which I assume is a bit low.
Yeah, like that's
less than 5 minutes.
Honestly,
less than 5 minutes.
This really is the entire community coming together.
Yes,
multiple entire communities coming together to create something more than any group could do on their own. And it's beautiful.
It really is. Like when it started in 2020, like I never would have imagined it would like just get to that level. Honestly, it's just. Wow, I'm honestly so proud to be a part of this community as a whole. Like, everyone here is awesome, you guys are all awesome. Whether you were like an organizer, a player, just a crew member, or even just a viewer, just you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for being
here. I hope you did see my DM earlier.
Like, it's just always a treat to have you, to just have you on. I don't know. I've been in the Touhou community for like over like 7 years now, and I'm still not getting tired of it. I just can't.
Yeah.
I thought, George, can you go look in live again?
Will do.
Like the Touhou community saw me turn 18. Like I swear to God, that's how young I was when I joined. I was like 17 or some shit.
Yeah,
Drift makes 25 and I'm still like in here.
Drift makes a wonderful point here. The events are not over. There's an IN, I believe, scoring run. Yes, IN scoring run happening at RTA in Japan. I can never pronounce that name. Iwano Zetsu. Zetsu is on site at RTA in Japan doing IN scoring. Watch RTA in Japan. Holy! There's also an English restream at the appropriately named channel twitch.tv/English restream.
And I alongside Pigeon Draconegg will be commentating that tomorrow. So
Sachi, Sachi Cox.
Sachi! Oh my God, it's such a good one, yeah.
I love this story. It just hurts. I don't know if it's supposed to be censored or just hurts, but I love it.
It's so funny, yeah. Oh, I love it. Shout outs to Sachi. But honestly, just again, really shout outs to everyone. Like,
Yes.
you will see during the credits, you have no idea the amount of work it took. Like, a lot of us has been working, like, let's say, when TWC preparation, like, they started in, like, what? When was the server even made? Like, February?
Like,
January?
right after this server? I'm very sure it was maybe
Yeah, like the-
2024.
yeah, the one
I
you
started
was, like,
working on it really early this year. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
I definitely remember talking a lot. Like, I've been doing this like last year and next year, and I can tell you, this was way more organized than last year.
Oh,
there was a lot
no.
of things. There was a lot of things was prepared way earlier.
We're going.
And yeah, there is.
It's happening. The final video, the final countdown. Holy shit! 2 minutes.
God. But yeah, like, definitely a great improvement, and every year, like, it's getting way more organized, and the show are getting way better. It's getting way better.
Oh
and
no,
yeah,
I don't want to
think
see
that's-
this.
Ending.
I don't want to see the quick time for the quick shoutouts. So once again, just shoutouts to everyone who's
to
been
Maribel.
helping. Shoutouts to Maribel, of course, the
Yes.
website and so many tech stuff. Like, Mari is just a pillar of this community. We love you, buddy.
Yes.
Shout out Crested
all
as
the
well.
players, all the qualifier
Yeah, shout out to
players, the
Crested.
commentators for each generation, from each thing, the committee for all the organization, the broadcaster. I think I didn't say the chat
Yeah.
mod, the highlight team,
Of course.
the
Yes.
artist, the commentary
translators.
support, the tech checkers. Like, it's just
The
the
musicians
playlist
as well,
creators, the
translator.
musicians.
The fade out for this
the
video begins at
translators, yes.
15 seconds left, by the way. So
Oh god, so
And the translators, we haven't mentioned it, but there was a lot of translator work, that huge work to just not have to use like some translation and having actual proper
yes,
translation. Very
and
important.
last big shout out to Paradise of Boundaries providing a Spanish restream this year. Oh my god.
True. But yeah, I guess one final thing I just want to say is, personally, I want to thank everyone who's worked on that, because I have a lot of fun being part of this, and like, none of this would be possible without every single one of you. So thank you so much to everyone, whether you're a chatter, like, or just an organizer, and whatever your implication table was.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure. I have such a blast doing these. I always try to do my
Gastar, you
best,
gotta
and I
wrap
hope,
up.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
Alright, well,
happening.
I hope you guys had a good one. It like warms my heart to see so many people enjoying our work. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching TWC, and we'll see you next year.
See you next
Bye,
year.
everyone.
Bye.
I love you all. God damn, I love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
All meine Angst, die verbrennt und lässt den Klang unseres Abenteuers laut und klar erscheinen. Und ich warte immer so auf einen neuen Tag, der uns dann wieder vereint. Von uns heißendes Licht, unsere Welt taucht wieder auf. An dem Ort, an dem der Traum weiter besteht. Sag mir einfach nur einmal, wo ich dich finden kann, denn ich bin immer bereit. Ja, ich bin stets bereit. Nur ein Wort und du weißt, wir bleiben für immer zu zweit.
Home is where I wanna be, but I've been torn from out its pages for a need to be reborn. But taking all of the last chances I can get, the distance multiplies in rhythm with the dead. For any prayer prayers you send my way that I get by. I'll pay you back when I've returned. I'll pay you back when I've returned. You said the town life's not for me. It wasn't big enough for who I'm meant to be. But it's not easy taking it along. Well, every street recalls the time I saw you last. Well, every avenue, moment in our past. For every story that I bottle up in time, I'll tell you each when I've returned. I'll tell you each when I've returned. It's getting dark now and there's not much left to say. Just leave the light out each night and I'll find a way back to arms and eyes where I want to be found. But not these silhouettes that never make a sound. Or any candles that you burn so I might see